Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Monsoon. As part of the CinemaQ Film Festival, an LGBTQ-centered festival here in Denver, Colorado, I was able to watch the new Henry Golding film Monsoon, a UK production directed and written by Hong Kau. We follow a British Vietnamese man as he returns home long after his family had fled Vietnam when he was just 6 years old. While there, he aimed to rediscover part of his past while also making connections with what could be his future. Now, I had seen the trailer for Monsoon some time ago. Henry Golding co starring in an LGBTQ diverse romance film. Yeah, you could say I was definitely interested. So imagine my excitement when CinemaQ released their lineup, and there it was, Monsoon, as part of this year's program. So I swooped in, got my tickets for the entire festival, and I will be bringing you reviews for all of the films featured this year. But we are kicking off today with a great one because, Monsoon definitely lived up to expectation. So let's go ahead and talk about those positives first. I want to start off by just praising Henry Golding because this is the best performance I have seen him give in a film yet. While we have seen his charisma, we've seen some of those acting chops in other films such as Crazy Rich Asians or A Simple Favor, even earlier this year with The Gentleman. I have never seen him this good. Golding gives such a quiet, serene, powerful performance. He delivers the messages and the struggle that this film is really trying to entail perfectly just through his physical acting. It is truly a marvel. The entire film really centers around this rock solid lead performance, and Henry Golding is more than up for the challenge. He knocks it out of the park. Huge praise for Hong Kau, who directed this film as well as wrote the film, because this is one of the best directed films I have seen thus far in 2020. What a unique, beautiful voice Kau has in this film. These really interesting, long takes that happen throughout. We slowly are just moving the camera as characters live in this space, in this time that the film is taking place. He plays really well with shot composition as we look at images and then see them inverted through mirrors or through reflections of other glass. We open the film lingering quite some time on an aerial shot of Vietnamese traffic, which is alarming and oddly beautiful and fascinating to just witness. We get these stunning examples like this family working on these roses for their tea, and there's this aerial shot above them, and it is just a picture perfect moment, literally. He doesn't linger too long. Nothing ever stays over its welcome. And actually, I'm going to touch on this in the negatives just a bit. I would say we could have stayed in some of these scenes maybe a minute longer, even. In saying that, the script is also fantastic. More so than sexuality, this film really deals with the immigrant experience, returning to your home, the place you were actually born in, as an immigrant who has moved away for some time. And that complete feeling of otherness, that complete feeling of discomfort is expertly told and shown through this film. As I had said, Henry Golding delivers it, but it's also really aided with the script and the direction. Sometimes these conversations, particularly with this old friend that Golding's character reconnects with, feel maybe clunky or they feel awkward, like the flow isn't quite right as he just talks with them. But as the film progresses, it becomes much more of a deliberate, impactful approach to delivering that I really appreciated. Everything within the film connected back to Henry Golding's character and how he felt in this space, how uncomfortable and uneasy, unwelcome he was feeling as he moved around a place in which he was from. It was really, really handled beautifully. And the music in this film, oh, is wonderful. Particularly the closing shot of this movie, I adored. One of those films that ends on a note with just music playing. We don't have dialogue for at least the last minute of screen time, and it works to perfect effect. And the film is very diverse, and that was both a positive and a negative, because this film also does a great job of showing how Vietnam and Saigon, particularly, have evolved, some ways for the better, and other ways in a very gentrified type of way. But that also opens us up to talking a little bit more about the Vietnam War and this black son of a veteran who fought at the war, and how he is internalizing and dealing with those facts as he now lives in Saigon. A lot of really complex issues take place in a very short film. This doesn't even last a full hour and a half. It's a very tidy film that goes by quickly. So then, what doesn't work so well when it comes to Monsoon? Well, I mentioned it in my positives, but I think we get cut off of scenes a little bit too early several times throughout the film. We're either getting to a moment of development, or we're getting to a moment of passion, we're getting to a moment that conversation can be seen, or beautiful scenery is just touched upon. And although we've been lingering on a certain shot for a long time, you want it to continue just that bit longer. It feels like we've cut the moment just too short. And it would have been nice to see these moments just play out to a conclusion. And with that really short runtime, I spoke a lot about the deep issues that are brought up here, and they're handled very well. Particularly everything with Henry Golding's character is perfect. It's a great character study. But even 10 more minutes, not only to live in these shots for moments longer, but also maybe to flesh out some of these ideas just a tad bit more. Just add about 10 minutes, and I think the minor negatives within this film are easily ironed out. But overall, I think Monsoon was really a beautiful film, both in terms of cinematography, direction, and acting, as well as emotional core messaging, and just the beautiful feeling you get as you live through and watch this one. So as soon as it becomes available to watch, please check out Monsoon. Now, warning, this is not a plot-heavy type of film. It does move at a nice, leisurely, lived-in pace. But if that type of film is something you're down with, I think you're going to love Monsoon. So that is my review of Monsoon. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Monsoon? Or have you ever even heard of this film? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!